Hello everyone, here's Savita. Good morning. It's late morning, almost noon. And today I would like to show you some of the new blooms in the garden. And this two hibiscus over here usually grow into a bush, but I tried to train it as topiary for many years. It's probably here now for around 25 years. And look at the blooms. They bloom this way every year. So, and I don't really give too much food. I just put a lot of compost here in springtime. And I just love it. Don't you love the blooms? It's just very pretty. This is a little bit taller than the other one, although I cut them the same height. But maybe because this one probably get more nutrients from all the other feeding that I did here with the perennials here. And when this start to bloom, I always think, oh, it's almost fall. So it will still be like 6 weeks probably, maybe 4. And then it will start turning colder. And we didn't have much of those warm summer nights this year, but maybe next year. So we just have to take it the way it comes. Okay guys, let me show you some of the blooms that and blossoms that just started opening up, or that I haven't shown you because I was very busy lately, so I will show you some of them. These are two varieties of sedum here. The one with the light green foliage and one with a very dark foliage. And I just really love this, but I think I positioned the drippers that's not too advantageous for the sedum, the red sedum here. That's why it's growing like that. But I'll transfer this dripper because it's really watering directly here, and they don't like much water. So they can actually survive without any for a few months, I guess. So I'll be doing that, repositioning this some other place. And I would really like to have more of these. This I planted probably 10 years ago and it keeps coming back, but I don't get any seedlings somehow. Maybe I'll try cuttings. Maybe it will work. This always self-seed, but this one I don't see any. Okay, I'll be trying to propagate from the stems, rooting it with water, and maybe it will work. These are the great master wort. They're almost done blossoming. They usually are very pretty like this. This is almost done. But normally they have very dainty. Maybe I can find another plant in the garden because I planted this all over the garden, some other areas. So I can probably show you one that's still, because this is now developing the seeds. And they have very beautiful foliage here. It's very decorative. So even if they are finished blossoming, they're still very interesting. This one is the shrubby plant in pink. And it's my favorite. I have different colors in yellow and orange and white. And this is the pink one. And I just love it because it has very beautiful different shades of pink. And it's, look at that, very dainty, very beautiful. This is the Caryopteris, which is the star of the show this time of the year in the garden for the pollinators, butterflies, and all the other insects that I don't even know the name. It's in the shade right now, but in an hour this will be full of sun over here, and then there will be more of these bees. So we have bumblebees here, and we have some wild bees. We have all other kinds of bees, and sometimes there are a lot of white butterflies here. So they're really busy right now. So I don't like to touch the flowers. They might feel in danger and sting me. And when they sting, they have to leave the thorn where they stung and then they'll die. They only sting when they feel that they're in danger, because if they do, that will cost them their life. And we wouldn't like them to die. So these are the Gora. I'm not sure if I showed you before already in one of the videos, but look at them. They look like butterflies. Isn't it pretty? And it's so airy. I just love these plants that seem to just float in the air. This one is the Malva moscata. And look how tall it is. And this one performs until end of autumn. And when the sun shines more here, there will be a lot of bees coming, pollinating it. It's just beautiful. And I use it a lot in flower arrangements too. Even without blossoms, they are really interesting. This come up every year, so I will cut it all the way down in winter, and in springtime they will come. And it also self-seed, and I really have to be very careful. If you let it, it will take over. So if I see some seedlings, I will just pull it out. It's easy to pull them out when they're young, but then once they are a little bit bigger, it's really, really hard to take them out because it has very long roots. So that's one thing about this plant. It's beautiful. I love it, but I have to take care that they don't take over in the garden. This is the tall growing anemone. Some are even taller. And they have dark pink blooms. They love it in the shade, just like most anemones do. And the foliage are interesting. Even if the blooms aren't there, they're still very interesting. Very beautiful. And they even, looks good in the vase. With all the buds and the opened blooms. I just love it. I'm ending the first part of the new blooms here because it's turning too long. But I will be putting out another part 2, a few minutes after I upload the first one. So please enjoy it and hope to see you again next week. Have a nice day and thanks for watching.